Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Alright, back with another lesson. Okay, and this is going to go into basically that America is Babylon. You know, it's truly Babylon. Alright, which means confusion. That's what Babylon means. Babel, which means land of confusion. Okay, so it's let's read this. It says adult only experience on Virgin Voyages Scarlet Lady. Okay, now the reason why I'm getting into this is because of the word Scarlet Lady. Okay, that we know that this is the daughter of Babylon. That's what America is. Okay, which is basically a expansion of the Roman, the Greek, Sodom and Gomorrah. What was it? What other kingdoms? Okay, well, basically all those kingdoms mixed into one. Okay, and Egypt as well. You know, Egypt, you know, is America, is an extension. I mean, America is an extension of Egypt, and all those various kingdoms from back then mixed into one. Okay, and it's what known as the Scarlet Lady, the daughter of Babylon, as the scriptures call it. Okay, so we're gonna read a little bit of this, and it says when Virgin Voyages announced their brand new industry changing adult only cruise line, was intrigued. Although I do love cruising with my kids, I often cruise with friends. The prospect of an adult only cruise line sounded exciting, and I'm always interested in whatever Richard Branson creates. Okay, it says recently I embarked on my first Virgin Voyage cruise on the Scarlet Lady. Their first ship, the cruise ship, currently leaves from Port Miami. Okay, which is definitely one of the places for adultery. You got places like Miami, Las Vegas, you know, and places like that. All right, a lot of adultery and stuff goes on down there, a lot of wickedness. Okay, so it says the cruise ship currently leaves from Port Miami on various uh, itineraries, including Bahamian and Caribbean cruises. We booked the 4-day Fire and Sunset, which stopped at Nassau and the private beach club at Bimini. Okay, so we're just gonna scroll through and look. All right, let's see what is it offer. Okay, so we got food, drinks, and everything like that. You got these fancy looking things. Okay, in Babylon, all right, aka America, all right, it's that's what this place is all pent up to be. All right, this is what these other nations think of America when they see it on TV. Okay, they see all the lavish lifestyles. They see a lot of people with money. All right, these so-called Americans with a lot of money. Okay, they got all the women. They got all the resources. They got a nice roof over their head, the cars, the money, the clothes, and all those things. This is what you see on the outside of America. Okay, looking from their media. All right, which is their witchcraft. Okay, so you see all the good things and stuff like that. Staterooms on the Scarlet Lady. All right, you got the nice, luxurious rooms. Okay, look at that. You got bars, restaurants. All right, what else you got? You know, shops on the Scarlet Lady, so you can buy stuff there. Jewelry, watch shops, vinyl records. Okay. What else? Let's see. Sunglasses shop, resort wear shop, duty free shop, and cosmetic shop. Essential shops. All right, so they got all the things you want. Good, look at that. Got tattoos on the Scarlet Lady. Okay, so this is basically a voyage where you can do anything you want to do. All right, you can be anything you want to be. Best believe it's probably like a damn gay bar on there. Okay, you got homosexuality going on up on there. You got a lot of adultery being committed on the ship. Okay, you can pretty much do anything you want to do. It's basically an America on the ship, you know, all these things. Okay, you got parties, these demonic parties that they're dealing with. Okay, probably got all kinds of swinger clubs and all kinds of weird stuff going on there. You know, additional experiences. Okay, bunch of drinks and this and that and the third. Other amenities on the Lady Scarlet. Look at that, got a little boxing ring there too. The exercise and stuff like that. It says the top deck of the ship has a jogging trail and also a fitness and recreational equipment, basketball court, punching bag, boxing ring, swings. That's crazy. Swings. They got swings on the ship. Hot tubs. Ooh, social clubs. Donkey Kong. It says you can play old school arcade games. They got the video games. Look at that. Got all the things that you want. Pretty much on the ship. You could live there. It's basically like a house, on the ship. Okay. So this is, all right, going into the scriptures. They call it the Scarlet Lady. Okay. It ain't like these people, whoever made this article or written it, believes in the Bible or even considers the Bible. So this is all through the Spirit. Okay. So you got this virgin voyage is called Scarlet Lady. All right. And Babylon is known as the daughter. All right. The lady. Okay. That woman. All right. That committed fornications. All right. Spiritual fornication. All these nations ran into America. All right. They went in and they got what they wanted out of it. All right. They waxed rich. They got all the goodies and everything, so to speak. But guess what? America is waxing worse. Okay. Just like that beautiful woman you see on Instagram, when all the makeup and the eyelashes and all the cosmetics and stuff is off her, and you really see what she truly looks like. She looks absolutely freaking hideous, man. Absolutely hideous. Okay, so we're going to start with this. We're going to start with Revelation chapter 17, and we're going to start at verse 1. It says, "And there came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters," which was upon all the other nations, man. Okay, this is known as the greatest place on earth, the greatest country on earth. Okay, to where you can be free, do whatever you want to do, you can be anything you want to be. All right, land of the free, so to speak. Okay, so this is the great whore. Why? Because all nations came to Babylon. They're all in here. All right, and it's one big melting pot. It says, verse 2, "With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication." And what's that wine? The philosophies, the doctrines, the beliefs. Okay, feminism, child support. Okay, you got money. Okay, these jobs, the way of life. Okay, these religions. Okay, and all these false doctrines that's out there, man. So all the nations took on those customs, man. Okay, it says, "So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet colored beast, full of names of blasphemies, which having 7 heads and 10 horns. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, and having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication." And that's what's going on that ship, that voyage. Okay, full of abominations. Okay, with all the stones, the precious stones, the riches, and all the lavish things. Okay, this is this picture right here, this ship. That's what's going on that ship, man. Okay, which proves what? That's America, man, in a nutshell. All right, so it says, "And upon her head was a name written, Mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth." Exactly. And you best believe it, all those people that's going on those ships is full of abominations, man. I wouldn't be surprised. It'd be a huge omen if the Lord sunk that ship, man. If a big fire broke out, or maybe some malfunction, they get a hole or something that gets created or punched through the ship, and then it just starts sinking, and a bunch of people die on that ship, man. That'd be a huge omen, man. Hey, Lord willing, that happens, man. Lord willing, that happens. Okay, let's get Revelation chapter 18, and we'll start at verse 16. Okay, actually 16. Okay, no, actually we'll start at 14. Okay, so this is going into all the things that America has, all the wealth, all the merchandise, and all these things that it has, and what is America's being cast down. That's basically what this is going into, just to give you a little backstory. I'm just trying to get the point. It ain't gonna be too long. All right, so it says, "And the fruits that thy soul lusted after are departed from thee, and all things which were dainty and goodly are departed from thee, and thou shalt find them no more at all. Okay, so all these things that America has, all the resources and all the things that I listed earlier, all right, all that's going to be taken away. Okay, and we're seeing that. All right, but even it's going to be even more so. All right, when all hell breaks loose. So verse 15, it says, the merchants of these things which were made rich by her shall stand afar off for the fear of her torment, weeping and wailing, saying, Alas, alas, that great city that was clothed in fine linen and purple and scarlet, all right, which is red, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, for in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught. All right, so in 1 hour it's all going to be wiped away. Lord's going to destroy America, Babylon. Okay, and it says, and every shipmaster and all the company in her ships and sailors and as many trade off by sea stood afar off and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, what city is like unto this great city? All right, so there you go. What city is like unto this great city? What place is like America on the earth, man? Ain't no place like America on the earth. But what did he do? All right, he caused these nations to bow down to their democracy. Okay, take on their ways, their philosophies, and this, that, and the third. Why? Because they waxing rich. Okay, they're getting all they can get out of it. And then what? Now what is causing a big issue? Okay, a lot of people bugged out. All right, women are bugged out. Okay, and these other nations see that, man, and they don't like that. Okay, and they're now just getting the backlash of it, of taking those on the philosophies of America and things like that. Okay. All right, so let's get Proverbs chapter 5 and verse 1. It says, my son, attend unto my wisdom and bow thy ear to my understanding, that thou mayest regard discretion, and that thy lips may keep knowledge. For the lips of a strange woman droppeth as a honeycomb, and her mouth is smooth. Her mouth is smoother than oil. Okay, so that's what, and how is that represented? Okay, what, through all those lavish things that you saw on that voyage, man. Okay, those are those smooth words. Those that represents the honeycomb. All right, which is all those goodly and pleasant things, man. That's basically what it represents. All right, for that voyage. It says, but her end is bitter as wormwood, sharp as a two-edged sword. Okay, which means that it's gonna go down, man. Okay, and it's a two-edged sword because what? Anybody that join unto it, yeah, they're gonna get the goodies at first, but what, at their last end, it's gonna lead to their death, their demise. Okay, so let's get verse 4. It says, but her end is bitter as wormwood, sharp as a two-edged sword. Her feet go down to death. You see that? Her steps take hold on hell, lest thou shouldest ponder the path of life. Her ways are movable, that thou canst not know them. It says, hear me now, therefore, O ye children, and depart not from the words of my mouth. Okay, and who is he talking to? The Israelites, or you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. All right. It says, hey man, depart from America. Babylon the Great is going down. If you join yourself unto them, yeah, you're going to do good in this society. You're going to have it all, but at the end, it's going to lead to your demise. All right, so let's read on. It says, verse 6, it says, lest thou shouldest ponder the path of life, her ways are movable, that thou canst not know them. It says, hear me now, therefore, O ye children, and depart not from the words of my mouth. Remove thy way far from her, and come not nigh the door of her house. It says, lest thou give thine honor unto others, and thy years unto the cruel. Lest strangers be filled with thy wealth, and thy labors be in the house of a stranger. Okay, and we see that in industries, all right, in these Hollywood. Okay, you got these individuals, men and women, all right, that sell their soul, to Satan, all right, to get to where they are. And guess what? All of those riches that they have, it's not really theirs. Okay, that was basically a loan. It was only given to them for a certain amount of time. All right, and all those riches and stuff, that really belongs to them. They can't spend their money how they want to spend it. Okay, and they don't really make much money. Okay, so let's read on. It says, lest strangers be filled with thy wealth, and thy labors be in the house of a stranger, and thou mourn at the last when when thy flesh and thy body are consumed. It says, and say, how have I hated instruction, and my heart despised reproof, and have not obeyed the voice of my teachers, nor inclined my ear to them that instructed me. It says, I was almost in all evil in the midst of the congregation and assembly. It says, drink waters out of thine own cisterns, and running waters out of thine own well. It says, let thy foundation be dispersed abroad, and rivers of water in the streets. Okay, so yeah, that was it. It says, well, let's read verse 17. It says, let them be only thine own, and not strangers with thee. Okay, so there you go, man. So, that proves that, that's, of course, this is obviously Babylon the Great. America is Babylon, and this is one of them. Okay, this isn't somebody that just written this article, all right, calling it the Scarlet Lady. All right, this ship was named the Scarlet Lady. All right, created by some Edomite, most likely, and hey, and it says adult only experience. All right, so you can only imagine what goes on this ship, man. Okay, and Lord willing, the Lord burn that whole damn ship down, or sink it, to kill all those damn people on board on this damn ship, man. Okay, because what goes on in there is a bunch of abominations, a bunch of wickedness. Okay, and that's just nothing but Babylon, and that's what it is. So that's all I wanted to say on that. Lord willing, this is edifying to the elect. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem, Rakakadash, Shalom.